There's a buzz in the air in the sold-out arena here in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the Miami Heat facing the Indiana Pacers. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Come on.
So the opening lineup for the Heat: Bosh and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. Norris Cole is out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's LeBron in at the small forward. Everyone understands the importance of Paul George to the ball club. That's why taking his offensive game to the next level would be so beneficial.
Yeah, he has all the physical tools, the instincts, and obviously he has made those strides. But if he wants to become a top 5 guy, he's still got a little bit of work to do in terms of his game.
Now here's James, 6 to shoot, and he gets the bucket.
And they are on the board first.
Trying to set the tone here early. I like that.
And here are the Pacers now. Here's George, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clark, he came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
For my man PG, Paul George, so much focus has been on extending his range, but ever since he started launching over 5 3-pointers a game, he shot under 43% from the field. Maybe time for him to balance out that shot selection.
And Miami has possession following the miss by David West. And so just over a minute and a half played. Picked by West. Hill drives in. The shot by George, wide open. Miami grabs the miss.
And guys, talking about Paul George, the continued improvement of his ball handling is key to generating more offense. That was a weakness of his coming out of college. He's worked on it, but making it a strength the way LeBron has would go a long way toward getting him to that next level.
Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. To the paint, here's Hibbert. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
And Miami has possession. The Pacers making the shot. James in the post, defended by George. He had his back to the basket from over 5. That'll be a turnover. And the Heat with some changes. Shane Battier is checked in for Anderson. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Cole. Now here is Hill. In the corner, it's Stevenson. To the middle. Hibbert kicks to Hill. Here's Stevenson. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's LeBron. Inside. Battier's shot. Good.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The Pacers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. On the wing, Stevenson. Hill kicks to Stevenson. Hibbert against Bosh. West at the elbow. Clock is at 3. From deep, George. James with some nice deep. And here are the Heat now. LeBron James on the wing. Allen outside. Dishes it to Battier. Bosh heads the pick for Chalmers. And another basket for Miami.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid and just like.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help break the love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
Sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you? Stats-wise.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
West and Hibbert together down low. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. And it's George in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Well, the Pacers, despite all their injuries from last season, were right in the playoff hunt until the very end. Had a chance, in fact, GA, on the last day to sneak in, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, they needed a Brooklyn loss to go along with them winning that last game. Ultimately, though, it wasn't in the cards for them, and they ended a game out of the postseason.
And Miami calls their first time out of the...
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, just no rings.
These days at
Dominate
7'2",
flat.
290 pounds
Ball up the
with the
rim, get it out to
wingspan
our
of
guards, get
a
out
pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West, and Turner's subbed in for Hill.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And here's George for 3. George missing again. All talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size, he has a strong lower body too, very hard. And you know this, Spark, he worked for the organization, he saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. A drive by Wade. Good.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
The Pacers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Out to Turner. Shot is off. And Miami the other way now. Now Wade feeds it to Cole. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Cole's got his second basket.
D. Wade with an excellent pass there.
And Turner kicks to Scola. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Stevenson drives in. Outside for George. No good with the triple.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Haslam dishes to Wade. To the middle. And Haslam kicks to Anderson. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. And some changes here for the Pacers. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. West comes in for Luis Scola. And George Hill's subbed in for Evan Turner. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. James comes in for Rashard Lewis. Kicks it to Cole. Bosh against West. Here's Wade. Again, the miss by the Heat.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
West passes to George. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on Dwayne Wade. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And some changes here for the Heat. Shane Battier is checked in for Anderson. Allen comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. Miami trailing.
Play him tight. Come on.
And here is James. Pass to Bosch. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pacers out in front. They lead by 1. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
They're playing with a sense of urgency, even though they're at home. Sometimes you feel so comfortable on your home court, the other team can jump on you. But they know these fans have their back, and now they're well positioned to build a lead in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. The Pacers shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. And of course, Chris Bosh has been such a prolific scorer and rebounder in his career. He's not quite in the 2010 category for his career. But boy, Greg, he's close.
Yeah, I mean, good athleticism, that big wingspan, and not an overly physical player, but very instinctive on the backboard. And when it comes to scoring, particularly from that mid-range area, he can do it all.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Miami, Bosh and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. D-Wade out there with Norris Colfer. And it's James in at the 3 spot.
On the topic of Chris Bosh, I mean, guys, he was a 24-11 player his last season with Toronto. Went on to Miami to win rings where his stats dipped a bit with LeBron there. Then last season, the scoring average right back up to 21 a game.
Here's West. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jordan. West has got his first basket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside. Talking about Chris Bosh, he was really ahead of his time when he first entered the league. I mean, very few power forwards back then had his combination of size, agility, and skill set. Now we're seeing a ton of fours like that on draft night.
Boy, Chris Anderson, certainly one of the more colorful players we have in the league. Kind of took over where Dennis Rodman left off. A high-energy forward who can rebound and defend. He's got a tattoo parlor going on, too.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
Hibbert with a screen on Wade. Stevenson kicks to Hibbert. And it's good. And talking about Chris Anderson, he was actually out of the league for a couple years, reinstated back in 2008. And apparently the time off helped. He finished second in the league in blocked shots going back to that season.
And Kevin, the thing I remember most about Chris Anderson, the 2005 NBA Slam Dunk Contest. He unsuccessfully tried the same dunk 8 times. Count them, 8.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Passes it to Stevenson.
Find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Hazel. On the wing, George, over by LeBron. There's a minute 40 left in the third quarter of the game. Great tee that time from Hibbert. And now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball. And the foul goes on Roy Hibbert. That is his first foul of the game. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West. Hill, he's checked in for George. And Turner's subbed in for Hill. And Miami with a change here too. Ray Allen, he's checked in for Michael Beasley. Cole dishes to James. And the layup's good off the glass. LeBron's got it all tied up now for the Heat.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
In the corner, it's Stevenson. Pass to Scola. Stevenson against Allen. 5 on the clock. Here's Turner. LeBron with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Shane Battier is checked in for Miami. Chalmers comes in for Norris Cole. 50 seconds left in the third. Stevenson. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Scola. Up top, Stevenson. Indiana moving it around. Scola, a screen on Chalmers. Scola inside. Battier on him.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. He was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosh is checked in.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
Here we go, Evan.
Turner passes to Stevenson. Screen by Scola. 6 on the shot clock. That fall. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got 4 assists in the game. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers lead by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Chalmers. At the 1 and 2, George Hill and Lance Stevenson. Paul George is out there with Danny Granger, and it's Scola in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Here's Cole. He's guarded by Hill. And here's James outside. No good. George with the defensive effort. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Anderson against Hill. A 3 from George. That's good. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Heat making a switch here. Wade's checked in. George against James. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Back to George. There's the feed to Hill. Granger kicks to Hill. The dish to George. The pass to Stoll. Back to George. Just 4 to shoot. Stoll sets a screen for George. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Indiana making some changes. Boy Hibbert's checked in for Stoll. And West subs in for Danny Granger. Here's LeBron. Out to Wade. To tie it up. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And Stevenson's checked in for Rasul. Indiana leading. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter. Stevenson left side. He feeds it to Hibbert. He kicks to George. Indiana moving the ball over. Stevenson inside the 3-point line. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And the Pacers lead by 3.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Timeout called, the Heat. They're losing by 3. 1:15 left in the game. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra was saying to his team. He told his guys, listen, we've got to make the most of every opportunity right now. We can win this game, but it's all about making every single possession count. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
And thank you, Doris. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
West against West. Hibbert inside. Anderson with the block. Paul George with the steal. He dishes it to Hill. Down low. Hibbert, the pass to West. Money!
Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
And the Heat call time here. They're trailing by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th. There's 49 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Stevenson picks it to West. Dishes it to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
And the Heat call time here. They're behind by 2. 24 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. That one drops. He ties it up.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Mark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Greg enjoys that too.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. It'll be the Heat off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. Courtesy of Gator, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Bosh and the Birdman, Chris Anderson at the 4 and 5. Norris Cole's out there with Allen, and it's LeBron in at the 3. West dishes to George. On the wing hill, stolen. On the wing, James. Feeds it to Buck. 13 feet away. And it's Miami with another.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, knowing they have to get a bucket here and exploiting the height advantage where they can find it, that's a no-brainer to me.
Right side hill. Here's Hibbert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And Hibbert hits them both.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
And the Heat call time here. They're up by 2. 1:10 left in the first overtime. West with the steal. One-on-one fast break. And it's George finishing it off.
Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
The Heat shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Here's the screen. Bosh drives in. It's in!
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Picked by West. George passes to West. Yes!
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
James with it. He's picked up by Hill. LeBron kicks to Cole. Baseline J on the way. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Hibbert. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by LeBron. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. LeBron leading the charge. Here's Cole. Kicks it to Allen. It falls!
You know, they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Yeah, definitely something to keep in mind for them right now.
George dishes to Stevenson. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. Ooh, off wide. Gets the first. That narrows the gap to 1. Can't sink it. And that was an important free throw. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on.
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
Well, he reminded us all of how dangerous he is as a slasher. He drove the lane time and time again and got points inside to show for it. And
that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But